Hello everybody! It's been quite some time since the last update, and I think today we have the biggest update of them all, and that is that the project is finally completed. It's amazing. We've managed to complete the entire Prepare to Die, or the Ulasil expansion. So this video is just showing off what we have, and that's everything right now. So everything's going to go to tabletop right now. I do plan on making a 3D print ready, or publicly accessible, so that people with their physical copies can actually access this content, because that's something I've wanted to do since day one. Very cool stuff. I put in a lot of work in this. I think people should be able to enjoy it. Anyways, so I'm just gonna go over what we have here, because a lot of this stuff we're not seeing. Well, actually, a lot of this stuff people are might be seeing for the first time. So first thing I like to say is these are all being shown in high res for the first time. I mean, look at these textures. I'm biased towards it, but I think they look really good. I do have to say, Toology 86 on the Dark Souls Nexus. He helped me out so much by giving me permissions to use his textures from his Dark Souls HD texture pack, which can be found on the Dark Souls Nexus. I'm going to link that into the description in case you want to check it out. He lent me all of the textures for Dark Souls Prepare to Die. Give me permission, and in every single room I'm utilizing them. So I mean, in this one we have it here. I made the water. In this one, here, everywhere, man. It's just, there are some really top-notch textures. Anyway, so what I'm showing off is basically I fixed all the models, and some of them kind of look a little weird now, but they work as intended, as shown by moving the Stone Guardian here. The only issue with models that we have right now is the Sorcerer. Sometimes she's a little wobbly. I think that's because of her hand. Her nails might protrude through the base. I'll look into that. But yeah, this is the official release. So I mean, here we are looking at some of Calameet's cards, and I did add his Calamity tokens because you gotta have it. We have custom icons for the enemy decks. They're not the best things I've ever done, but I'm proud of them nonetheless. For the tabletop simulator version, we have infinite bags for all the enemies. All of them, they're sized and ready to go. Everything might not come properly sized, but you just press plus or minus to change that. Everything comes in this nice little box. I'm just gonna get rid of that for a second. And we have our 14 items here, so I'm going to be going over them really quickly. If you're, not too keen on wanting to know what's going to be included here, you can skip forward a little bit. I'm just going to go over them really quickly. So all of them do have quite low res images because I've taken them straight from the first Dark Souls game. Except for the Ring of Calamity, which I've taken from Dark Souls 3. It's the only one with very high res imaging. So I guess we'll go from right to left. First thing we do have is Manus Catalyst. It's basically what we've done so far with our sorcery staves. So this one comes with +1 damage. It can go to +2 damage, and it also functions as an axe. So you get 1 blue, 1 black stagger. It's quite a hefty item, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite good. Future updates may show that this gets increased to 40 or past 40. I mean, to accompany that +2 damage. Worst part about this item is that all of the other sorceries give you 1 dodge. This one gives you 0 dodge. Chester's Long Coat. This is probably one of the definitive items that are now in the game for dodge central items, dodge central characters. Sorry, I'm really excited for this, guys. You get 2 upgrade slots, and you get 2 dodge. Stats I felt were pretty reasonable. No real complaints there. I like how it works. I might have to bring the picture down and make it bigger though. That's it. Dark Silver Tracer, not much to say about here. Functions pretty much the same as the Gold Tracer, which we're going to see later on down the line. Yeah, I mean, you get Pierce Armor, which is something I'm trying to implement on a bunch of weapons. Just because the bosses that we have here have like 4/4 with 53 life on Calamite. I mean, that's completely overkill. So, oops. Get 1 blue, 1 black, Pierce Armor, 3 stamina, 1 upgrade. So, I mean, you're looking at maximum 2 stamina for potential of 5 damage plus poison on a boss, which isn't great, but given how much health he has, it's pretty good. Plus, his attacks can be quite punishing if you're up close. So, I felt like it was a pretty big trade-off. I should say, before going any further, a lot of the gear that we made does kind of force you to play around with this expansion. We didn't want to do that, but I feel that's the best way to implement these items so that they feel different. So it gives you a fighting chance, or rather you throw them into the main deck. It's just more items. These, if you throw them into the main deck, they might end up being a little overpowered. It's really hard to say. They're probably going to be pretty overpowered though. Anyways, I mean, that's something that we could test out later. Ghost Great Bow. Ghost Great Bow is probably going to be one of the next meta items because of things that you're going to see soon. I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but I am. We'll just come back to this one later. So Abyss Greatsword, you have 2 blue, 2 black. It's not that bad, but coolest thing about this weapon is that 4 stamina, you're gonna move straight to your target. That's great, man. If you're on the opposite side of a board, you can go straight to them. I really like that. I mean, it was the only weapon in the game that has it right now. It's cool. I mean, I just wanted to add something new, right? Black Flame, to stay true to the game. It does physical damage and it pierces armor. It's a pyromancy. It's definitely not the strongest one that we have right now. We just boosted Profane Flame, I believe. It was either Profane or Sacred Flame, the one where you have to grab them and huge explosion. That one we actually really increased the potential damage on it. So this one's completely been outclassed, but it's pretty good to see pyromancies actually do anything in this expansion. Anyways, we didn't add any miracles. We added 1 sorcery, 1 pyromancy, because I mean there was no sorceries, no miracles really to add. It's focused on hexes and hex pyromancies. Ring of Calamity. This is the first time in Souls history where Calamity actually helps you. This doubles your outputted damage. So if you roll a 2, you do 4, but all incoming damage is doubled. So if an enemy is attacking you for 6, they're attacking you for 12 now, buddy. It's only just you, though. There's only 1 of these in the deck. And Calamite does the same thing with his Calamity tokens. If he hits you with his Calamity token, you're going to take double damage. You don't get double attack, just double damage. Alright, Obsidian Greatsword. It's strong. It has Firestorm, just weaker. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's the big secret. We're adding arrows as well. Next update to the main expansion that we have is we're gonna be adding great bows, crossbows, short longbows. Take that as short dash longbows, and all the ammunition that comes with them. It's super cool. We're actually working on it now. I finished all the longbows and short bows. Finished 1 great bow. Yeah. So add someone to great bows. That synergizes really well with Gau's great bow. Not really sure. You get 3 black and 1 blue piercing armor. So that's a potential DPS of 9. which is really good for Pierce Armor. You synergize that with a boss like Calamite with 53 life. You're looking at dealing 9 damage straight off. Here's a kickback though. You need to anchor your bow. So you gotta anchor your bow, which is your stamina attack. My bad. Anchoring your bow lets you activate your great bow. You can fire, you can attack, you do whatever you want. Biggest downside though is that if you get staggered, if you get pushed, if you leave your node, you have to re-anchor your bow. Which was, I mean, that's how we balanced it, right? That's why it only has 3 for potentially what's at 9 damage right now, and it's still gonna go up. Trust me. Because you have to sacrifice a full turn of not attacking, so that's what you're looking at, doing 5 damage for 2 turns, opposed to doing 10 in 1. After that, though, I mean, you don't have to re-anchor your bow for each shot. It's a weird mechanic, but I probably should have added a token. We'll see. If it needs to be added, it'll be added. Gold Tracer. Same thing as Dark Silver Tracer, except does bleed. And stats are slightly different. Yep. Okay, Lord's Blade Robe, which is Syrian's armor. I think that I'm pronouncing that right. 3 dodge. That's it. 3 dodge. Cleansing Great Shield, immune to abyssal effects. This can be great against Manus and Artorias because they deal abyssal damage, which is really cool. That's a new thing we've added, which is doing node damage away from the node. So basically, they'll throw out their token onto a node like this, and if you're occupying this node on their next activation, you take so much damage. And I believe we've set it to 2 damage right now. Dark Beat, oh well, Cleansing Great Shield, it only affects you, it doesn't affect your teammates. It's just you, you just don't take abyssal damage. Dark Bead, it's cool. It has a 3 range attack and a 1 range attack. 1 range is way better because it hits you with more stuff. It's cool. Gao's armor. I originally wanted this to be a dodge armor, but then I realized that its weight is 13. And it's actually really high in defense, so I put it really high in defense. 2 ring slots because it needs to be strong, plus 1 damage to all bows. This synergizes well with Go's Great Bow and Great Bow and Great Arrows. You're looking at now potential DPS, well not DPS, but potential damage of 10 with 2 guaranteed. Just gotta anchor your bow, and after that it's just good luck. So that's the 14 items that we've added. I create a little diorama here to show you how it would look. We have 12 of each of these. They're all different from the last. Very cool. We have 6 new enemies, which you'll be seeing here. I've shown those guys off so many times. We have 4 bosses. We have Calamite, Sanctuary Guardian, Artorias, and Manus of the Father of the Abyss. We have so much going. I really hope you guys like this one. And that's pretty much all I have to say. You know, it's been fun. I don't want to say what the next project's going to be. It's already in progress. It's just I don't know how long it's going to be until it's ready. So, thanks everybody. Thanks for all kind words. As always, I gotta send a huge thank you to Toolology86 for use of his textures. It's amazing. Modest86 for the dog icon. There's a lot of people I would love to thank as well. I put it all into the workshop description. Thank you everyone for the support and the kind words you've given me through this project. I'm overwhelmed to say it's finally released. So, good luck, Chosen Undead. Good luck, Ashen One. I hope you guys really enjoy this journey. I really hope you find it challenging, tough, and rewarding. So, cheers to you guys.